Hey, Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And it's time once again for the free agent game. It's a free agent game. We take wrestlers who might be gone from their companies now, and then we put them somewhere else, or in the same company.
Or the same place, sometimes same place. So if you're familiar with the Newlywed Game, that's kind of the vibe we got going here. I'm going to throw a name out there, and it's like a fly landed on my head. Weird.
Look at how in sync we are. We started hitting our heads at the same time.
It's like a Talking Heads video.
All right, man. You might think I'm foolish for thinking Andrade's leaving.
That's the Cars, man.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, my gosh. Anyways, hopefully we're in sync from this point forward because that's the name of the game here. I'm going to throw out a name of prospective free agent. Maybe someone who actually is a free agent. Speaking of which, I'm going to throw one more name on here just for fun.
Oh, wow.
We have to try to guess where the other person thinks that wrestler's going to go.
Right.
No points scored here per se. This is for fun. This is for entertainment purposes only.
So let's say, for example, Bill Cleveland. Let's say his contract with WWE is coming up. In this scenario, Larson is going to ask me where I think he's going to end up, and I will show my card.
No, I show mine first, and then you show yours last.
I always get it
You always
wrong.
get that messed up. Don't worry, I'm on top of it. Let's just dive into it.
Lead the way.
Let's dive into it. So I got not one, but two names here. I got Pentagon Jr. I got Ray Phoenix, collectively known as the Lucha Brothers. Steve, I'll put you on the spot. Where are the Lucha Brothers going to go?
They are basically cooked in AEW, washed, if you will. They're an afterthought at this point. AEW is not where the best tag team wrestling is, but I'll be honest with you, neither is WWE. That being said, I feel like they're gonna go.
Don't show. Just make your selection.
They also like wrestling in Mexico. All right, I got my selection.
So I think, Steve, you're going to say they're going to stay in AEW.
You add it up. They're going to go to the Fed. Seto. Miedo. Wait. Seto. Whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, what did you put? Stay in AEW? Is it? Do you think I would have thought primarily because they can wrestle more in Mexico?
Yeah, they have more freedom about where they could wrestle. They can't do that in WWE. If you're signed with WWE, you can only wrestle for WWE.
Here's the thing, though. Like, the rumors of them wanting or being interested potentially in WWE have been, like, coming for a long time now. It could be a bridge. WWE could, the Lucha Brothers could be a bridge between WWE and AAA. That'd be wild.
That'd be pretty crazy.
That'd be wild. All
right, next name.
Next.
I'm on the spot now, and I'm putting them as one here because I think they're going to go, wherever they go, they're going to go together. And that is MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley to reunite Hurt Business. Obviously, they can't call it Hurt Business. WWE probably has that IP. But another name. So, Steve, you have to guess where I think they're going to go.
I think you think, because I think this boils down to two companies. Neither of them are WWE. I think it's either AEW or it's TNA. But TNA is currently in a relationship with WWE. So I think clearly you think they're heading to AEW to form the Pain Dynasty, baby.
We got to hold the sign. AEW. Without the sign going up, it's not official.
This is where I think you think that you're going to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if any company's in a position to sign Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Shelton Benjamin, you do it. They bring eyeballs to your product.
Yeah, they're great.
You do it if you have the means to do it, and that's where I'm sure TNA would like to bring them in. I don't know if they have the means to bring them in, so of course, it's All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah, I don't know about it. Yeah. I think you're right about the means. Well, maybe. I don't know. They have a whole channel. Like, they bought a channel, I think. I don't know how that exactly
but like,
went.
how many people actually have access to that channel?
Isn't that the ironic part of the name?
I know. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like we could have bought that channel. You know what I mean?
if you're Tony Khan, I think we could have put together the resources. If you're Tony Khan, you got to go with the Hurt Business, and yeah. But then again, they got a youth movement going on right now. You don't think that would prevent that from happening?
I mean, if there's good stories being told, and at the end of the day, anybody who feuds with reunited Hurt Business is, whether they come out the winning end or not, for the better because of it, then yeah, it's worthwhile.
Do you want my honest to God thoughts on where I think they're all going to go? They ain't going to go together. I think MVP cares more about the Hurt Business than Lashley does. I think Lashley is going to take some time off and then go back to the WWE. That's what I think. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to go. I think MVP is going to probably end up. I'll put it this way. I think it's more likely that MVP ends up in TNA, forms some sort of with a different anchor, maybe like a Moose. I know he's in a faction right now, but that faction can dissolve, and maybe MVP will have a different anchor alpha guy to build a faction around, and maybe Shelton will be a part of that. Maybe not. I don't know, but I personally think that Bobby understands the WWE system. When you get to a certain age, you might not be too interested in some of the grind that comes with AEW, because let's be honest, AEW, there is still an amount of grind there. You're like, I guess they will sell your merch for you, but I don't know, being in the WWE system probably just has benefits if you're a little bit on the older side and you just want to take advantage of those benefits, not literal benefits. But knowing the system, having
no benefits, Steve.
Oh, nobody gets benefits. So that's what I actually think is going to happen. I think Bobby's going to take some time off, and then they'll call him back in when they've got something big for him. Maybe feed him to Gunther. Maybe do something like that. That's how I think it's going to go. I don't think he's going to
back when they got something good for him, like having him lose to Gunther
in a high-profile match on Raw.
Not even pay-per-view, you say?
I don't know, man. I just don't know that I'd have faith that AEW is going to treat him all that well.
Oh, I don't disagree with that at all. No, I don't. So. I don't. But we don't know what Lashley. As you mentioned, we don't know what Lashley's aiming to do, or MVP, or Shelton Benjamin for that matter. And
look, you're old. I'm old.
Yeah.
What do we appreciate in life
Stability.
More than a lot of WWE is that? Yeah. I think he's going to go away and he's going to come back WWE, and MVP is going to just be MVP.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I have not heard. It's funny because MVP has been very negative about stuff, which, hey, he probably has every right to be. I get it. Mm-hmm. Her business was a big deal. Mm-hmm. I think Vince gave MVP seemingly a lot of leeway, and Triple H seemingly didn't think that it could work. I don't think I've heard a ton out of Bobby about that stuff.
I mean, he generally does not speak.
He doesn't. He's a pretty positive guy.
The one thing that might entice Lashley to go to AEW, if they let him do the fat Bobby Lashley story they pitched to Vince.
That would be pretty great. Look, I would love to see MVP, Shelton, Leo, Rush, and Bobby together. I would love to see that. And I probably hope that. I hope we do get to see that. But I'll be mildly surprised if we see that.
All right, Steve. Here's another try at this, okay?
All right.
Bryan Danielson, his contract is up August 1st. I believe that's the exact day this episode is going up. Sorry, his wrestling contract is up August 1st. He might have some sort of consulting deal separate from that with AEW. Don't know. But he's very clear to specify wrestling contracts. So as a wrestler, as of August 1st, or at least August 2nd, Bryan Danielson will be a free agent. Steve, I have to now guess where you think he's going to go.
Here's the deal, man. This guy is a multi-time WrestleMania main eventer. The guy that put him over in that first match, WrestleMania 30, the guy I think ultimately was responsible for Daniel Bryan's ascent to the top, where he's holding both those titles. And he clearly, before he was injured, they had big plans for a Daniel Bryan versus Authority angle, because I went back and I watched Raw after WrestleMania 30 not that long ago, Larson, and they had big plans for Daniel Bryan. Granted, the first step was fighting Kane, but I feel confident that he was going to be fighting like all of Evolution after that. is Triple H, and of course, he's the guy currently in charge right now. I understand. Last time we saw him in a prominent position at main event of WrestleMania, he got stacked. But then he had like a solo match, and he lost that too, but he was on his way out.
Don't show up a sign. Don't hold up anything yet. I have to guess what I think you think. That's the point.
On the other hand, AEW lets him do literally whatever he wants.
That's a huge thing.
Where do you think? I think he's going to go.
Well, I'll tell you where he's going to go. He's going to go wherever he wants. That could be WWE. It could be New Japan. It could be AEW. Probably not TNA, but the other three maybe. If he wants to, he's staying in AEW.
Yeah, he's staying in AEW. Absolutely. I did. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
He's staying in AEW. He
seems
to really like it.
He's going to be fucking locked down by a WWE contract. Can't do shit except for maybe go to TNA. And even then, they're not going to send him there. They send Brooks Jensen there.
Exactly.
That's a completely different person.
That's accurate. All right.
Next.
Keith Lee. Now, Keith Lee, the rumors saying that his contract is up at some point this year. Of course, he's been out of action for quite a while. After 2 surgeries he had to have done from some injuries, undisclosed. Not exactly the best utilized in AEW, but then again, wasn't the best utilized in WWE, but that was before Triple H took over main roster creative. Of course, Keith Lee, double champion in NXT when Triple H was running things. Of course, Mia Yim, his wife, is in WWE. All right, I think I know where he's going to go. Where's he going to go, Steve? Right. Tell me where you think I think he's going to go.
This is a no-brainer. This is an absolute no-brainer. He's going to go to WWE. AEW's done jack shit with him.
Which means there's a lot more for AEW. No, he's going to WWE.
Whoa, but I don't like all this swerving business that you're doing now. This is a new thing.
I did the same thing last episode.
I don't have a good memory. Who's next?
Next, let's talk about the former Cameron Grimes. He's currently a free agent. He can sign wherever. We're talking about former TNA superstar Trevor Lee. Steve, where do you think Trevor Lee's going to go?
Where do I think he's going to
go?
Yeah. I think that you just said it. I think.
Well, no, you don't show it. You explain your reasoning, but you don't say where or why or where they're going. You just kind of spoiled it. You just said he's going to TNA.
I'm holding it.
Yeah, I was going to put up TNA anyways.
Oh, okay.
See, the thing is, you're on the spot. You build the drama to your reveal. I guess you reveal. That's how the show works. We've done this 3 times. You should know it by now.
I'm so confused.
All right, let's try this again.
He's going to TNA. Come on, dude. Look, he ain't going to WWE. That's for sure.
No.
And I feel like if he was going to go to AEW, they'd have brought him in by now.
Well, I think his non-compete just ran.
Oh, okay.
Recently,
I think it'd be a smart move for AEW, but I feel like he's going to go to TNA. They treated him really well before. I know it was a different regime there, but yeah, he's going to TNA.
TNA. All right, Steve, get another crack at this, okay? Let's try to work this out. All right. Next name I'm going to throw your way.
Okay.
Dustin Rhodes. He's currently one of the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champs along with the Von Erich brothers. He's been with AEW pretty much from the beginning.
Yeah.
But apparently his contract is set to expire this year. His brother, Cody Rhodes, might have heard he's WWE champion right now. Would Dustin want to finish out his career with his brother or keep going with AEW? What do you think, Steve?
I think that his brother is obviously the top guy in the top promotion on the planet. However, let's be honest, if he ends up in WWE, he's merely going to be set dressing for his brother. AEW has provided him with a place to do kind of whatever he wants. To a degree, he's currently the 6-man tag champions, a part of the 6-man tag champs with the Von Erichs. I think they're in Ring of Honor or whatever it is.
Correct.
He probably enjoys his status as a veteran locker room leader.
He does a lot of some producing and coaching too.
That being said, I think we might see. No. Do I put up my thing?
No, but you just kind of spoiled it. You're going to say he stays in AEW.
Yeah. Hey, tough. I don't really know how this game works. Give me another name.
All right, I'll do it. Watch how it's done this time, and then just follow suit. Okay, it's not all right. It should be that hard. Next name we got is let's do Daniel Garcia. Steve, where do you think Daniel Garcia is going to go? Should be a free agent at some point this year.
Where do I think you think he's going to go? Oh, man. Well, let's take a look at it, Larson. Daniel Garcia. Where do I think you think he's going to go?
So, like, he's just getting a bit of a push prior to the attack at the hands of MJF to write him off TV in case he leaves. He wanted an international title shot. It seems like if
I think
Ospreay,
you think the same thing I do.
What?
I think you think that they botched him over the past year and a half. Too little, too late. He's young. He's going to end. Do I put my sign up?
this is where you put your sign up first.
He's going to the U. Chase U.
He's going to go to WWE, AEW. You're staying in AEW, buddy.
Man, he's going to chase you. Get out of here with that. He's going to go to
Staying with
NXT.
AEW because he's going to put on a series of really good matches with MJF and Will Ospreay, catapult him at least into finishing third in the Continental Classic.
Yeah. No, this is the thing, dude. This is how it's going to go down. Because he's young, right? He's young.
He is young.
He knows the Tony Khan situation. He knows that. Tony Khan could bring him into a private airport office conference room and be like, Daniel, I got good plans for you. I'm going to make you be a millionaire, maybe a billionaire. And then he's going to be like, okay, cool, good to know. And then he's going to take a meeting with Triple H. Dude, these guys know how to wine and dine. And a kid like that, like Daniel Garcia at that age, holy shit. He's going to be like, Daniel Garcia, I got 5 words for you. Main roster money in NXT. That's what it's going to be. He's all about the U.
Yeah, main roster money in Chase U.
Yeah, they got that TKO Endeavor money, man. Are you kidding me? Let's talk about this really quick.
What?
Track record. You and I are both really all over the map. No, don't roll your eyes because I was sending you the good stuff that looked good for me. But it is kind of funny. So I wrote down some of these because we've done 2 of these already.
We have, yeah.
And these are some of the funnier aspects of it. So Ricochet, we've done twice now.
Yeah.
First one and the second one. The first one, you said AEW. The second one, you said WWE. I said AEW on this last one. I didn't get because we were doing it kind of different in the first episode.
Yeah, we were.
And I was just trying to skim through it. So in the most recent episode, I said Ricochet to AEW. Natalia, we both said WWE.
Yeah.
The Humbertos Garza, I said are both going to TNA. You said they're both sticking with WWE, which you got right. Jinder Mahal, jury's still out on. We both said he's going to go to TNA. I think there's probably still a good chance that we're going to get that one right. Dijak, we said both of us said he's going to go back to WWE, which it sounds like he was hoping that would be the case as well.
I mean, everything seemed to indicate that was high probability that was going to happen.
Yeah. On the last episode, Starks, we both said is going to go to WWE. I think I specified NXT.
I believe you said Chase U.
To pop you, yeah, of course. So we both said that. And then Gable, we both said WWE. So far, not a terrible track record. Like Becky Lynch was also on there, but she hasn't re-signed with anybody.
No.
But
when she does, it'll most likely be WWE.
And we both said WWE on that one, yeah. So I don't know. Pretty fun to go back and look at some of these.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, well, keep track of these going forward, man.
Indeed.
Anyways, that's it for the free agent game. Let us know where you guys think all these free agents are going to go. And let us know if you guys think I'm going to understand this game by the time we do it next.
Here's your homework for the next episode. You go watch some Newlywed Game. Really study
I know Newlywed Game. I know, but here's the thing. There's not a host, so the newlyweds aren't telling each other what to do. The host is telling them what to do.
That's a minor detail change, Steve. The premise is the same.
It throws it off big time.
Oh,
it throws it off big time. Anyways, we'll see you guys around.
Goodbye.